Hey everybody, Jacob with Gospel and Gaming here. So 2 days ago, Epic Games announced a Battle Royale last player standing game mode for their highly anticipated early access title, Fortnite. What we're going to look at in this video is some of the concerns of the community, do some fact checking on community accusations, and finally give some of my own concerns and comments on the game mode. The reception of this news about the Battle Royale game mode for Fortnite has caused quite a kerfuffle in the Fortnite community, and this is mostly for two reasons. First, there's a concern that the original concept of Fortnite, that original concept being a cooperative players versus environment survival game, will no longer be supported or will be neglected by the ongoing development team. At the creation of this video, Fortnite is described on Wikipedia as a co-op sandbox survival video game. With PvP added, that fundamentally changes the genre and the scope of the game. With the addition of the Battle Royale game mode, some feel as though the development team at Epic Games will be split. The fear here is that the game ultimately will suffer. The team working on Fortnite will no longer be able to focus on the save the world side of Fortnite and instead be pigeonholed into developing the Battle Royale side of Fortnite. The team working and marketing Fortnite hasn't done themselves any favors with their presentation of Battle Royale. When you boot up Fortnite, the game's very first interactive screen demands that you make a choice. Either play Save the World, the PvE game mode, or play Battle Royale, the PvP game mode. In its very design and display choice, there are splits within the game being made, which brings up the second major community concern. Players who have bought into Fortnite's early access feel they, the loyal customers who bought early access from Epic Games, have been betrayed by the team at Epic Games. In almost any multiplayer online environment, there is a need for quick queue times for players to find a match as speedily as possible. The less time waiting makes for more time playing. Players inside the Fortnite early access community are concerned that by splitting Fortnite into essentially two different games, a PvE game and a PvP game, there will be a fissure in the community. This can already be seen in the streaming community as players have fled from PvE streaming their gameplay to PvP streaming, dominating the Fortnite channels on Twitch. Players inside the early access also feel betrayed because there have been explicitly asked questions about PvP, which Epic Games employees have responded to over the last year and as recently as 2 months ago, saying it's not currently the focus. Through this cycle of announcement and reaction, it's quite understandable that gamers inside the Fortnite community are confused and even a bit disgruntled with the communication and the release of Battle Royale. A few thoughts come to mind with this whole scenario, coming from me as a customer who's purchased both PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and Epic Games Fortnite. First off, I have to say that my hat is off to the developers of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. PUBG is literally changing the development process of other major games at major AAA title developers. Battle Royale is so hot right now that major game developers such as the aforementioned Epic Games and even Rockstar Games with Grand Theft Auto 5's new online Motor Wars mode are adding Battle Royale as a game option across the board. PUBG has overtaken League of Legends as the consistent #1 streamed game on Twitch and has surpassed mainstay CSGO and Dota 2 on Steam for concurrent players. Again, hats off to the dev team over at Bluehole Games developing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Secondly, gamers with great passion and sometimes a sense of entitlement speak up and they cry for more features, more updates, and more game modes for their beloved games. Epic Games is doing something brilliant here by adding a new feature to an early access title, which gives more opportunities for fun, interactive, exciting moments. If Fortnite viewership is up on Twitch on PvP channels due to this new game mode, doesn't that speak to something worth playing and some good design decisions from the team working at Fortnite? It's almost like people want to ridicule the makers of Fortnite for making it a more popular by adding a more popular game mode. If gamers are crying out for more ways to play Battle Royale, and the dev team at Epic Games is providing that opportunity, more power to them. Thirdly, Fortnite is an early access game. So is PUBG. Both of these games are unpolished and by their own advertisement and admission, unfinished products. This means more optimization, features, and updates are needed down the road. Many games and development teams have dropped the ball in early access games. The list is really too long for us to list here. However, Fortnite and PUBG are both showing that they are games and they are teams that are developing them that are committed and that aren't losing core contributors to their identity. Instead, they're actually attractive projects for game developers, programmers, engineers, and artists to work on. And that's good news for anybody that's bought into PUBG and Fortnite. PUBG isn't available on console. The Battle Royale genre may be something that PC gamers have an abundance of choice for, but console gamers do not share that luxury. Fortnite is available via console and is going to gobble up many hungry Battle Royale enthusiasts by adding this intense game mode to platforms that are sorely lacking options in the genre. Lastly, industry leaders following trends in gaming popularity is nothing new. When Dota began as a Warcraft 3 mod, we saw an era of MOBA rise with games like Heroes of the Storm, Heroes of New Earth, Dota, Dota 2, Smite, and League of Legends. When Hearthstone first burst into the collectible digital card game scene, many others followed the trend, including major AAA title CD Projekt Red with Gwent as a standalone card game that was based on a mini game that was set inside their wildly successful Witcher series. Following trends isn't going to stop inside the gaming industry. And as gamers, that's actually an empowering reality. If you enjoy a particular game, you can influence the future of that game's genre, and of other games and other games' genres. You can influence the entire community by getting involved, sharing your passion for the game with your friends and your community, and supporting only the games that you want to play. Let's hope both PUBG and Fortnite continue to build on the solid foundations that have been laid by the development teams, publishers, game designers, and community that love both of these games.